Good day, good afternoon. Welcome to Words of Wisdom. I was just having a lovely meditation. I was just building up my energy, and I kind of felt like I had to come and do my reading today in a little bit of a different way. I'm not sure, don't know if it's going to work, but point being that I had these cards that really want to give us some information. I've been told to take one rune and get some guidance. And when I sat down at my table, there was one of my dream cards. These are my dream cards with the messages that was literally propped up on the chair against the table here. And I was feeling a little bit, okay, what shall I do? How is it? And this is the card. This was the message from Source. You are special, so you might need to hear this. The most special you this world is ever going to see. Follow your bliss. Walk your own path and let your special talents shine bright for everyone to see. So I thought that's very funny, considering that I was, throwing it on the floor. I was sort of thinking, why must I do my reading like this? Because I was sort of just getting into the swing of how I was doing my reading. So maybe it was just that something else needs to take place and happen. Also, I went to my book and where my spells and rituals are, and there is a spell for strength, success, and guidance, and I'll read that to start us off with. So, by ancient winds and fire's light, I call for power pure and bright. Strength of spirit, body, soul, grant me now to make me whole. Clear the path that lies ahead, with every step success is led. Guide my heart, my hand, my mind, to truths and blessings I shall find. In shadows deep or light of day, lead me to victory, show me the way. So mote it be, blessed be. So that was a very important start for our lovely reading. So welcome. I hope you are having a good time, good day today. I've got some water here. And as I say, we're taking only one rune today. To start us off and see what our guidance is. I've got my Quantum Oracle, Ethereal Insights. I have got Tarot today as well, which is the Light Seers Tarot, which was calling to me for a couple of days. And I've got my dream cards, and I think they'll be the last message because I got such a beautiful special message out before when I sat down at my magic table. So let's have a little look. What is our rune today? So, okay. So our rune today is this one. And it's interesting because the first thing I heard was X marks the spot. And here it is here. So either it's telling us we're doing a really great job right now. I'm feeling really hot, so I'm going to have to take off my hoodie at this stage as well. I'm feeling like Phoenix energy that has suddenly just decided to travel straight up my body. And I feel really hot, and it's not even a hot day today. It's windy, it's raining against my window. I've got a candle lit here, so I've got a little bit of light while I'm sitting here talking to you, as well as what light we're getting out of this, out from the window. Right, so X marks the spot. I'm not sure, but let's have a little look at what that might mean for us to start off with, unless that just means X marks the spot. It's a Nautis. Okay, Nautis. Nautis signifies hardship in the forms of one's needs not being met. Okay, it also could be that you experience some sort of limitation to your ability to move forward, to live comfortably. You may have a strong desire that appears impossible to fulfill. So that's quite interesting how this has come out, because don't allow bitterness, worry, or despair to get the best of you. Rather use your gifts and talents to find ways to get your needs met. And isn't this lovely how at the end of this it says here, walk your own path and let your special talents shine bright for everyone to see. All right, so yeah, protection, maintaining equanimity in difficult circumstances, activates magical workings focused on attraction or increase. Okay, so I don't know why this is like hanging over there, my plant. Gooey. All right, so let's do this because that is so beautiful that Spirit have given us this. I'm just going to ask for what cards to come out. We have got a beautiful crystal that is sitting on top of our quantum oracle cards, and it's funny, whenever I start something new, I always end up going to my first oracle cards, and these speak to me so beautifully. I don't always find the same things with these Ethereal Insight cards, so it'll be interesting. I kind of sat with them and I thought, well, why would you want to be with these? But anyway, we're going with it. So trust is what it's all about. I'm hearing trust, trust, trust in divine. And let's see what it is that Spirit are showing us today, where we have got some difficulty maybe moving forward. All right. There's a fear card, something we are fearful of, possibly, and travel, but it was in reverse. Travel and fear in reverse. Travel and fear. So travel in reverse and fear. And honestly, the fear, when we look at fear, it's not necessarily about, you know, you're terrified to do anything. Or it could be there's just this little underlying smallest fear that can really stop you from taking a leap forward. It could be something like if you want to apply for a job, but you're fearing that, you know, doing a presentation in the, you know, for that job role is something that you're really scared of. It doesn't mean to say you're not going to do it. It just means that you know, you've got this fear. You know, feel the fear and do it anyway is what I'm hearing. And something might be coming along in this new shift, and I have felt this shift, this new situation. There could be something that you might have to overcome that fear in some way. All right, so that was it. Travel in reverse and fear. All right, let's read it. Okay, so travel in reverse. It's an event card. Something's about to take place. And it's funny how I was watching this guy on TikTok this morning talking about having booked a holiday with Love Holidays, paid a lot of money, taking his children and his wife out for the holiday. They had blockages all the way along. You know, they just made it to the airport. They just, you know, they got on the flight. They were an hour and a half delayed with the flight. It's like something was telling him the whole time that there was going to be an issue. Of course, when they got to the hotel, their booking hadn't been confirmed by Love Holidays. And there they sat, and these poor children, his little boy who just had, not long ago, a brain operation, shouldn't be stressed. You know, I mean, he was very calm talking about it, which I really found absolutely exemplary. But he spent hours and hours and hours on the phone, backwards and forwards to this Love Holiday. They never phoned him once. All they wanted to do was just email. They were waiting for emails. The hotel did allow them to sit on the couches in the sort of foyer area, waiting to see what happened. They couldn't do anything. The hotel was fully booked. Oh, it was dreadful, poor man. But it's funny how then, you know, that I've seen, and here we have this travel in reverse. So there's always reasons for everything. There's always reasons why, you know, you get that blockage, you get that situation. So this is why I'm probably talking about this, because of sort of the fear. There's something here with this rune saying the same thing. All right, so the travel card reverse could be reference to your wanderlust. However, your travels have been cancelled or delayed. You may want to get away, but perhaps you've been a little short of money. If this is the case, the card is telling you to prioritize setting aside some money and being more conscious of your time. With patience, you can still make that pleasant vacation a reality. There could also be some frustration buying and selling a house or finding a right apartment to rent. This may be a logistical block, like your local or personal economy, which you may have to just wait out. Make your plans, but be patient. That move or vacation may just be down the road. And I just feel that that is really important for us to recognize right now. It is about patience. Things will happen. Divine timing is what I'm hearing. And it is important to recognize that sometimes it can take a little longer than you may think, but don't lose hope. Don't lose that sense of, knowing that, if you really want something, it'll come to pass. It'll come when it's ready to come, Right, let's read this fear card. A frightened woman looks down a ridge that drops sharply below her. This card indicates a fearful attitude has overtaken you lately, and you can't seem to break away from an anxiety-filled view of things. There may, in fact, be something problematic in your everyday life. The issues consumed you, and your worry has actually made you feel you've lost your power completely. But this is not the case. You do have the power to turn things around. You do have the power to turn things around. Absolutely. It is about that inner strength, being more optimistic and self-directed. The woman in the picture, all you have to do is look around to see the peace and beauty already in your life. Okay, so what you're trying to achieve and chase, sometimes it is about just sitting in the now, in the knowing. You are special. You are the most special the world is ever going to see. Follow your bliss, walk your own path, let your special talent shine bright for everyone to see. So don't fear that something hasn't come to pass. Don't try and chase something. It is about sitting and releasing worry. Congratulate yourself for choosing to do so now. Have the power to take mental control. A time of inner and outer peace is on its way. I love that. Inner and outer peace. Inner and outer peace. All right. So let's ask Spirit now with ethereal insights, for a bit more insight into our situation of what it is that we might be fearing. What is it, Spirit, that we might be fearing at this stage in our new beginning? What is it that we are worrying about? A transition, period of change, shifting, moving on from challenges. So yes, we are in a transition stage. And on top of, wants to come out, intention. Be clear on your purpose. Set an intention. Oh, I've got chills. This is absolutely correct. What is your intention going forward? How are you intending to overcome this fear? What does it mean to you, in this transition period? All right, so we've got have courage, be strong, brave, emotional strength. So you might have exactly what that fear card said. You need to dig deep into your inner self. Find that optimism. Find that courage if you can. Now, you might have decisions, options, crossroad with choices. Sometimes when we have maybe too many choices, maybe we put our own choices as blocks as well. Perhaps we can relook at those choices and think, actually, I don't need to worry about that. I don't need to think about that choice right now. That can come around at another stage. Sometimes if we prioritize things, our choices become a bit more limited, don't we? But if you have got literally a choice to make, perhaps it's just a case of knowing that you have to be brave enough to just make a choice. Doesn't matter. Don't overthink it, because you've been very clear on what it is that you want. That fear, that anxiety could be coming from the fact that you've got to make a choice. And sometimes that's the hardest thing for us to do, isn't it? Incomplete without them, the final piece of the puzzle. There's a missing piece. There's something that you're not sure of. There's something, that final piece of the puzzle is going to literally come forward because of this transition that you're about to make. Okay? And then it's continuing, happening, unfinished. Something is still in progress. And I'm hearing you might not yet be able to see it. Don't worry about that. Honestly, because you just need to have, sometimes when we're trying to make a choice, we don't know all the facts. We don't want to make a choice because we don't know everything. If your gut feeling, if you know within your heart that something is feeling good, but you don't have all the answers, it doesn't matter. That is your higher self saying it's okay, move forward. I mean, obviously you do need to do as much as you can in terms of knowing something or knowing some, but you don't need to overthink it. Don't put a block in, I don't have all the answers yet, because what you're doing is you're delaying scenarios when you don't need to, because it is time. Look, there's a boat going along the water. It's time for change. This is why maybe this travel card is in the reverse, okay? You're blocking that forward motion, that transition with fear that you don't need to have. That missing piece is going to be coming to you. And we have wealth, financial focus, new income, and building wealth. So that I said to Spirit, what is it that is coming for us? Well, the wealth, the financial. If you're worrying about making a particular choice because you don't have that money, it'll come to you. There's something in progress right now that is going to be helping you in some way. All right. So we got to trust that. Right, what is it that is going to be coming for us in progress? What is it that's missing piece, please, Spirit? Can we have a bit more detail on the missing piece? That would be lovely. Missing piece. Okay, something that is, oh, this is very good. Confused, something missing, lost. Yep, missing piece. What's the missing piece? Is something that is you're confused about. You're trying to make decisions. Look at these 2 question marks. Okay, 2 choices. You have a choice. There's 2 question marks. Something that is, you're confused. Something is missing. Well, that missing piece, final piece of the puzzle, is on its way. It's on its way. It's loaded. It's on its way to you. Okay, can you trust that? Beyond compare, unmatched. And, you know, often when we are thinking of making choices, sometimes we try and look to making a choice that is out of our comfort zone, and we end up going on the same path, on the same comfort zone, because we have fear of whatever it might be. And it could be as simple as, you know, you don't want to be standing in front of a group of people and doing a presentation. You know what? I'm going to go with the one where I've just been offered the job and I can go and whatever. You know, I'm just giving you that as an example. It's the easier option. And sometimes the easier option isn't going to be the one that is going to be bigger and better than you can even imagine. You know, there's something that you can't even imagine, incomparable, that is on the horizon for you to make your choice. The transition is here. So feel the fear. Do it anyway. Feel the fear and do it anyway. Whatever is coming along. And sometimes it's about, you know, just letting go of things, you know. And that's also a form of blocking ourselves when we are afraid. I mean, you know, clearing out and letting go and moving on is a really hard thing to do at times, isn't it? Really is hard to do. All right, so we have got 8 of Wands. So it's coming quickly. All right, we know it's happening now. Something really quickly is coming. There's a lot of energy. It's your 10 of Pentacles. A lot of wealth, as we said. Happiness, wealth created. It's a lot of abundance, prosperity, a feeling of I've arrived, I've managed, I've done it. And if I hadn't have cleared out that space to do so, I would still be on that same old path. Okay, so don't block yourself. Okay, 10 of Swords. Look, you're being guided very clearly. Okay, these crows are messengers. Crows are birds that have come from the higher realm. They see beyond the veil. Okay, look at her. She is looking in that distance. There she's got all this protection, all this help. The 10 of Swords and Ace of Cups and our Ace of Cups. Our Ace of Cups is an offer. Something is going to come along and give us a very clear wish, almost a wish fulfilled, a desire that will be met. It's going to come from the heart. It's going to be here to stay. It's Ace of Cups is emotional fulfillment. And when I was doing my meditation earlier, I kept thinking I'm filling my own cup. I'm just filling my own cup at this stage. And I feel like that's what I needed to do today, because yesterday was an emotional roller coaster, up and down, and Spirit were helping me every step of the way. I got answers. As soon as I had a down, I got an answer. I went up, I went down. It was really beautiful how I managed to get back into a balanced situation in my mind, my body, my emotions last night, and woke up this morning feeling a lot clearer, a lot calmer, a lot more balanced. But I knew I needed to take care of myself today. And I've been doing that. I've been very kind to myself today and looking after me. And so I think that's really lovely that we've got this answer to, you know, let your special talent shine bright for everyone to see. Okay? Go for it. There is no other way. You know, the choices, I was sort of out of my comfort zone doing this with you guys today. I was like really swinging along, going easy, doing my thing. And then today, no, just get more cards, get a little bit more detail. And I was still thinking how, what, when, and boom, there was that card. And Spirit will help you and guide you so much along the way. I just want to look here at the Ten of Swords, because it is about endings, okay, as well. So it's about blinding truth when delusion is lifted. This is what I mean. You know, these crows see beyond the veil. The messages are here. It becomes clearer once you make a decision, once you clear your way, once you clear your blockage, okay? Things become clearer for you. The truth is painful because it indicates backstabbing or personal loss. This card can mark an abrupt end to our current path and a jarring resolution in the form of broken relationship, a blocked dream, fractured partnership, or discontinued career path. All right. Remember, our wounds teach us about our greatest strengths. So, you know, this is our innate ability to heal. Your dark night of the soul will be met with a beautiful new dawn that is filled with more light than you've ever experienced. Exactly what I just said to you last night. Back into my balance. Wake up this morning. I felt a completely different energy. And it's beautiful to have that option, knowing you're not staying in that dark night. Those downs, those up, those downs, those up. It's all part of the healing journey. There's layers and layers that we've got to heal. There's things that we have from our childhood, from even past lives, if you want to so believe it, like I do. Then you're bringing things into your energy, especially when you're on an awakening journey. And so it's really important for you to recognize that it's okay to have that fear. It's okay to have that shadow, because if you open your eyes, look around you and see it from a different way, Spirit will show you, oh, hang on, have a look here. Oh, yeah. And so on. So I'm really feeling this is, you know, a way in which you can learn to overcome your challenges in your 3D world when you have got an inner strength of understanding in your awakening journey. It's so beautiful. So there we are, our 10 of Pentacles. I'll read for you as well, just so that you understand how wonderful that is, because it's on top of the wealth card, financial focus, our wealth card. Our 10 of Pentacles, it's all about spiritual and material abundance. So spiritual abundance, this is what I love so much about what Spirit is trying to say. You know, in the travel card here, it said you might not be thinking, oh, I can go on holiday, I've got the money, okay? But actually, take yourself down to your local, I don't know, walk along route, you know, local baths and have a swim and feel good in the sunshine. Go to your local woods and walk along and imagine yourself, you know, hiking through whatever country you'd like to go to. Do something from upliftment point of view that you know you can create. That's what manifesting is all about, isn't it? Create it within your world, inner world. Trust that in time things will come for you when you have the patience to go through your healing, the courage to make choices that are going to better your life. Don't keep that blockage, that fear sitting in your life. Open it up. Say, okay, fine. You know what? If I have to let go of a friend that is no longer deserving of my love because I'm not feeling that love from them, let them go. They're not here to serve your journey now. They're not going to do you any good. They're just going to cause you worry and pain and upset and creating that blockage and stagnancy of a world that you are trying to leave behind. We have to do that sometimes. People come into our lives when we make space for them, to show us new routes, to show us new ways, to give us different value, you know? And it can be as simple as when I was walking yesterday, I was feeling really mizzy. I had my affirmations, they finished, and I went round the corner and there was my friend. And I call her my friend now because we have this 5 or 10 minute chat. But we recognize each other and we come walking towards each other, and she's a runner, and if she's running, she sort of stops and she has a little chat, and we've had a bit of a chat, and she often says to me, oh, you uplift me so much, it's so love. And we were both like, oh, there you are, I haven't seen you for ages. And she was like, how's your holiday? And she was like, I got that promotion I told you about. And we had this lovely chat, and it really lifted me up. It was so lovely. And then off we went, and that was our 10 minutes. And I felt a bit down again and what have you. And then I was like allowing the emotion to play its part. Got to the bottom of my walk and looked, and I heard Spirit say, get the song Spirit Lift Me. And I did, and I started singing it. A dragonfly flew straight in front of me like that. I looked up, and there was this beautiful hawk circling around above me. And a hawk is a messenger. And I just thought, yeah, absolutely. Needed to hear that, needed to uplift, need to feel. It was beautiful. And the song is Spirit Lead Me. And I was like being led. And it felt so beautiful in that moment that I didn't even think about being upset all the rest of the journey on that pathway. So that is what I mean when we open ourselves up and allow for Spirit to deliver what it is that they're trying to deliver to us. So the Ace of Cups, new connections. See, new romantic relationships. So love could be coming into your life. You have wealth on the table. You have love coming into your life, but love for yourself, love for your journey, love for taking that step, being proud of yourself, shining your talents for everybody to see. It's about newfound emotions, awakening the heart, joy, positive outcomes, oneness, bliss, and creativity. Isn't that incredible? And I think I mentioned, if you watch me, I mentioned I'd got my sunstone over in Italy, and I really was very upset because I've always put things in my bra and I walk along with them by my heart, and I lost my sunstone. It's left me. I don't know where it is. It might turn up. I'm hoping it'll turn up. But my sunstone was all about joy and harmony and bliss, and I was like loving my sunstone. Sun's got away from us now. My sunstone has left me. I'm hoping, I've got my crystal on my being today, but I'm just really hoping it'll come back to me. But what I'm saying is sometimes the smallest of little things, and it's only that big, really lifts you up, brings in new emotion for you. So it's an extremely positive message of vibrant beginnings. The Ace of Cups marks the genesis of relationships, emotional connections, and deep feelings of love and friendship. There we are. And I gave you that example of my friend that I see on my walk. That's as much as we have of each other. I also said you had to leave one of my other friends because we're not going to be in contact for a while. It doesn't matter, you know. Things change. When people need to leave you, Spirit will give a reason for them to leave. Cultivate your ability to call on expansive, optimistic, and profoundly radiant feelings, and consciously send your heart waves out into the world. They will become powerful beacons for awakening new adventures, romance, and the effusive joy that you are calling into your life. Your capacity for love is expanding. So check in and make sure. 29 on the clock. Mindfully extend the love you feel to your own heart always. Forgive yourself for past mistakes. I've got hiccups coming. This is confirmation. My heart is open and filled with love. Give yourself permission to deepen your kinship with life around you. Wow. Okay. Thank you, confirmation, Spirit. That is incredible. So beautiful, beautiful cards on the table. I'm going to finish then with our dream card message. I obviously shared mine with you, and I hope you heard it and realized what this whole reading has been about. So let's ask for this beautiful dream card just to confirm everything and give you that final message that I know you're looking forward to hearing as we finish off this beautiful reading today. We have 2. Okay, so Spirit, relax, meditate, or do something simple in order to set your subconscious mind free. Be conscious of how your inner wisdom arises. You need to learn how to read all kinds of information on your journey towards your dreams. What have I said? Not just your thoughts or the assumptions of your rational mind. That's what I mean. When I talk and I say to you about me and my signs and things, I think sometimes it's a little bit delulu, but crazy. But if you're on this journey and you're watching me, then I don't think it's going to be too crazy to too many. But the right people will know what I'm talking about. So that's really beautiful. Thank you. And then this final message. If you live like you've always lived, you'll get the same as you've always had. I actually wrote this down yesterday. You must decide to make a change towards your dreams. Decide on what you need to change, and you will be rewarded with a new sense of achievement. I didn't write it. Spirit are gifting you that. Overcome that fear. Okay, have courage. Make your choice. Make your decisions. If it has come up for you already, then you know what I'm talking about. If it hasn't as yet, it's on its way. It's in progress. It'll move really quickly, okay? But it'll give you this missing piece. You'll recognize what it is this transition is all about. You'll get that clarity. You will have money and new relationships in love and friendship. You'll have happiness and joy and bliss, both materially and spiritually. So that is a wonderful way of finishing this reading. I thank you, Spirit. That was so beautiful. And I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to like and share. Subscribe if you like as well, if you haven't come across me again. But I will see you again. Words of wisdom. Thank you so much.